You know, when people talk about Britain, there's sometimes this strange habit of focusing only on the mistakes, the missteps, the controversies. But honestly, it's just as important, if not more so, to look at what Britain has done right. Because the story of Britain isn't just about empire or industry. It's about progress, about standing up and saying, we can be better. Take the fight against slavery. Now, for centuries, slavery was an ugly stain on the entire world, not just Britain. But here's what's often overlooked. Britain became one of the first nations to say no more. The abolition of the Slave Trade Act was passed way back in 1807, making it illegal to buy and sell people across the British Empire. And just a generation later, in 1833, the Slavery Abolition Act freed more than 800,000 enslaved people across British colonies. But it wasn't just about passing a law and calling it a day. Britain put its money and its might behind this principle. The Royal Navy spent decades patrolling the world's oceans, intercepting slave ships, rescuing captives, bringing traffickers to justice. And here's a fact that might surprise you. The financial cost of ending slavery was so enormous, British taxpayers only finished paying off the debt for it in 2015. That's right, 2015. For more than 180 years, generations contributed to a debt that started with the decision to abolish slavery. Because the government compensated former slave owners for their loss of property, the bill was massive. Was that a perfect solution? No, of course not. But the important thing is, the nation decided the moral cost of slavery was just too high to keep going. Britain chose to take a financial hit, a long-term hit, because ending slavery was the right thing to do. And it was British campaigners like William Wilberforce, Olaudah Equiano, and thousands of ordinary citizens who made their voices heard. They organized, they protested, they wrote letters, and they demanded a better future. That's something to be proud of. A nation where people believed their actions could change the world, and then actually did it. The effects went far beyond the British Isles. Britain's stance set off a chain reaction, inspiring other countries to reconsider slavery and contributing to a global movement toward freedom. It's not about ignoring the past, but about recognizing progress and how ordinary people and a nation can choose to move forward. Britain's story is one of learning, adapting, and striving to do better. It's a country that has made mistakes, yes, but also one that can look back and say, we chose to make a difference. So, next time someone brings up Britain's past, don't forget the parts where Britain led the way in justice and humanity. That's something worth remembering. Learn more. Remember the progress. Share the story. This channel proudly supports the current Raise the Colours campaign taking place across the UK. Join us in celebrating unity and pride.